Hey everyone, and welcome to Ticket Stubs and Popcorn, a movie show where we take an actor and we talk about what we think are their three best performances. I'm Frank.
And I'm Peter.
All right, so today we're going to talk about Helena Bonham Carter. She's a classic. She's fantastic. Been in a lot of really, really great stuff. So...
Okay, hang on, wait.
What?
Just a second.
Okay.
I'm coming at you with a question.
All right, go for it. What do you got?
Something to think about.
All right.
Is there an animated movie
Yes.
that you would love to see
Yes.
done live action?
Oh. All right, but not in a crappy way like a lot of those Disney ones, right?
No.
So in a good way.
It's got to be done in a good way. So
I'll
you think about
that.
that one.
All right,
and,
I'll think about that. And I'm going to go into Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, which sounds dirty.
It really does. So we're just going to gloss right over that.
Yeah.
And I think that my first Helena Bonham Carter movie would be Room with a View.
Okay.
Room with a View. It's the first movie I ever saw her in. And the first thing I thought of was, oh my God, she is so beautiful. She's just so beautiful. It's set in the Italian countryside, and she's young, and she's British, and she's traveling, and it's just a beautiful Merchant Ivory film. And if you've never seen it, please go see it. But her performance is just spectacular. She's kind of young and confused, and it's the first time she's really falling in love, and she's, being sort of over taken care of by her aunt, who's very what's a good word for it? She's a pain in the ass, really, but she's very protective, overprotective. Yeah. And but she's starting to get her independence, and she's starting to think about how she feels about important things. And it's a fantastic performance. And it's a polar opposite from my second choice.
Okay, what's the second one?
Which is her performance as Marla in Fight Club. Oh my God.
I'm glad you picked Fight Club.
She is nuts in that movie. She's so crazy in that movie. And she's not even the craziest person in that movie. Yeah. But I think that she's a nice... She plays this really, really interesting balance between just straight out batshit crazy.
Yeah.
And there are times when Tyler isn't really giving her enough attention. You can see that she's really starved for that attention. She wants that. But again, she's also batshit crazy. So, but it's a really nice performance. I think that it sort of balances that neediness, and that I think it's kind of one of the messages in that film about how superficial our relationships are, and how superficial our relationships to things are, as I look at all these Apple products filming us right now. And so it's a great performance that I think reflects what the movie's trying to say, just as much as the Ed Norton and Brad Pitt performances do. And she's there with a couple of the greats, and she holds her own completely. So great one. And then I think my last character of hers, because it does span a few movies, is Bellatrix in the Harry Potter movies. So, and it's really, she takes that batshit crazy and goes, you know what? Going to 11's not quite enough. Let me bring it to
That's right.
92. And you can just tell that she is having so much fun with that role. She gets to be crazy. She gets to be evil. And it's just fantastic to watch. She's so great, and she's scary, but she's kind of funny. But I'm not sure if she's funny in a scary way or scary in a funny way. But whatever it is, it works. So those are my three.
I'm glad you picked the Fight Club. The role, because
it didn't quite make my. It was
Really?
close. It was really close, but it didn't make my top 3.
It was
so
your-
I'm glad that it was in yours.
It was your 4th out of 3, that kind of thing?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Before we hear yours, I want to remind everyone to please like and subscribe to this video, and subscribe to the channel. And we hope you
Share,
and all that.
comment.
Yeah, let us know what you're
We'd love to
thinking.
hear
Tell
what
other
you
people
think.
about us. And now back to what Peter thinks.
All right.
So
Back to Helena Bonham Carter.
yes, so your 4th. Let's work back from your 4th
Yeah.
of all your 3.
So I don't know what my order would really be, but
Okay.
I would say my 3 picks would be Howard's End, which surprisingly was not a pornographic movie. You would have thought with a title like that,
Wow.
but it wasn't.
Yeah. No. Different altogether.
Yeah, completely different. Her role in Howard's End, and let me just say, in the movie Howard's End, when you're watching it, it's gonna all be Emma Thompson. It really that's just a phenomenal role.
Yeah. Again, another Merchant Ivory film that is just
It-
beautiful to begin with.
Yeah, and it's really it's hard to be in that movie, even for Anthony Hopkins, and get any traction because Emma Thompson's just incredible in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yep, she really is.
But I do love and appreciate Helena Bonham Carter in that movie. She's
headstrong. I don't know if emancipated is the right word, because
She's
it's
trying.
an interesting
Yeah,
time period.
Yeah, when
And
women
so
are
a lot
starting
of
to
people
think.
are stuck in conventions, and there's just certain ways you're supposed to act, both male and female. So you see like the opposite end of it with the Anthony Hopkins has to, in his head anyway, he's got to act a certain way, got to live life a certain way. And she's opinionated, and she's proud, and she's stubborn, and she's it's a good role.
Yeah,
it's a very
really
good role.
is, yeah.
Like that.
Very,
role,
I would say, kind of similar. If you could almost say that she's the same, not really the same character from Room with a View, but it's almost I could almost argue it's like that character, but a few years later.
Yeah.
After she's had a freshman, English lit class or a philosophy class. And now, because, freshmen in college they start getting new ideas and they know everything, right? They're so smart.
Almost like you.
Almost like us. Yeah. It's
That's how we are.
it's like driving with someone who just got their driver's license, and they're sitting next to you, and they're like, "You're not supposed to do that. Your hands are supposed to be attentive too." And you know what? Fuck you. Walk.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to drop that.
Yikes.
Don't we get one? Do we get one?
Do we
Don't
get one?
We get one.
Is that
So,
an R rating?
I'm gonna badly bleep that out. So we'll see what happens.
All right. So I go with Howard's End.
And another performance, and it's another real good one, and it's a movie that bears watching, and it probably has been forgotten by now. It's called the Wings of the Dove.
Oh yeah.
The Wings of the Dove.
Don't think I ever saw it. I know it exists.
I want to say it's Henry James novel, and she's conniving in this one, so scheming, and it's beautifully done in London and in Venice. I want to say, Venice.
Time period,
same thing. It's a Victorian, Edwardian, maybe Victorian. So let's just say around 1910 or so.
Okay,
somewhere in there.
Is it Merchant Ivory? Another one?
I don't know if it is.
Okay.
I don't know. But I want to say it's about done in the late 1990s.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. And it's a good one. She has this idea of what she's going to try to do, and then, her emotions kind of change a little bit, and that kind of ruins a plan that she has. But she's just this conniving, scheming, a little selfish, and it's a good role. It's a good role. It's a good role. And then
the third one, let me see. So Howard's End, The Wings of the Dove, and let me try to remember now. What was my third pick?
It wasn't Fight Club.
No, it wasn't
right.
It wasn't Fight Club. No, like I said, that was a close. That was a close one. That was like
sounds like Fight Club was more present of mind.
No,
so maybe that should have been.
No. The other one is. I think she's very good in the King's Speech. I like that performance because a lot of times you get in your head Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
That's like the working relationship. They're trying to work through his problem. But I think we forget the fact that behind the king...
She's very loving, very supportive, and very tactful, because she's got to work. She has to kind of massage things in a way to get him to this point where he's going to seek out the help, whether it's even his idea or not. You know, she's kind of moving around behind the scenes to seek out the help to help him out in his this problem. And his problem isn't just his speech or his speech impediment. It's also the fact that he wasn't supposed to be the king. Yeah, and he wasn't really and he never really wanted to be a king.
Yeah.
And so it's a wonderful performance, and like I said, she plays it with this love and just a support, and like I said, she plays it tactfully, and it's so different when you see her in some of these other ones where she can be
evil, you can be crazy,
it's definitely like she dials things up, and those are the performances that I love seeing her, and when she's just like when the director just went, go, because you're nuts.
You just do whatever you want to do.
I just absolutely love that. But those, in King's Speech, it's a lot. It's toned way down, but it's still, really powerful. Yeah, I'd agree with that. That would be my fourth, maybe.
That's okay. That's okay. Actually, something when you were giving yours, I was very happy because I started saying, I don't think we're going to have one that's going to be in our top three that's the same. So that was good. Yeah. That was good.
All right, cool. Hey, folks, before we talk about our animation to live action movie, what are you going to do? You're going to click on subscribe, and you're going to click on like. So do those things now. We'll wait a second.
And give some comment.
Yeah.
Share.
We'll wait a second.
How much time are we going to wait?
I don't know, a couple of seconds. It really doesn't take that long.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Nope. All right, there they go. They did it.
We're all set. We're good?
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Don't forget to tell people.
Okay, so I posed a question.
You did. What an animated
Is there an animated movie
that I would like to see?
Like to see?
Okay, so Disney's done a bunch of them, and but you know what I think would be really fun to see live action? The Incredibles.
That would be great.
That would be fantastic. I think that would be amazing.
I like that idea.
You get like Kevin James as Mr. Incredible.
Oh,
I think that would be fantastic. As we've been talking, I've been sort of trying to cast this in my head. Do you know who I think would be a great Edna?
Oh, tell me.
You ready?
Helena Bonham
Nope.
Carter.
Nope.
Who you got?
Toby Jones.
Oh my goodness!
Right?
That'd be perfect.
That would be perfect.
Yes.
Yep. See?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You have given that. See, now when you said Kevin James, I went with Patrick Warburton. That was who my.
But you know what's really funny? That could work. He's too dark. He's big, but I just think he's too dark, because I see Mr. Incredible as being like blonde and just lighter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the mom, I would still put Helen. No, Helen's the character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
You know who it is.
I know who it is, but the woman who
She's got a great Southern accent.
She really does have a great Southern accent. You just gotta.
Holly.
Thank you, Holly. Holly. So yes,
Do I have to spoon
you
feed
do seriously. I just keep wanting to call her Helen. But anyway, no. So she, did the original voice, and I think that she would be fine live action.
I feel the same way about the Samuel L. Jackson character.
Yeah. Oh,
Was it
totally.
Frozone
Yeah.
or whatever?
So although I don't know, Sam's getting up there, and he's not as
Oh, well, yeah. In terms of that,
svelte.
yeah.
So, but well, anyway, that's what I would
CGI.
do.
You could.
Yeah, but you don't
could
want to
do things.
CGI it too much,
Too
because then it
much,
turns
no.
into Lion King. So, what would be yours?
When
I was sitting here thinking, like, okay, now what do I want to see? And I think Up is a movie that I would love to see them do live action.
That would be amazing.
I would really like that idea done live action.
Yeah, although
I'm not sure it's going to work.
No,
I'm just saying I would love to see somebody try.
I think it could work, and it's one of those things where like practical effects could actually really come in. I mean,
yeah, well, anything is possible.
You could lift a house with balloons.
Sure,
right? Sure.
Why not?
And I actually
have a movie with a
although I
Zeppelin
got to tell you,
it can be done.
I think that like the first, what is it, not even 8 minutes.
Those first few
minutes of that movie. Oh my God, to see that live action, it would just, that killed me in the beginning.
I gotta tell you,
God.
when you're watching that movie, you're like,
oh, how's this thing gonna
right? But that's
move
what
forward
was
because
so
this is rough
great
already.
about Pixar. They're like, yeah, well, we're gonna do it, and kids will deal. So that was good. I like that. That was a good. That's a good topic. Yeah, and I think it's really interesting that we both picked Pixar.
yes, yeah. Well, they are kind of.
I mean, yeah,
at the forefront of animation.
They're the biggest name in animation.
Yeah.
So yeah, if folks, if you have anything that you think would be a great animated film turned into
or a
live
crazy
action
question to pose,
or a crazy question like that we just really think of off the top of our heads. So anyway,
your 3 Helena Bonham Carter picks were. Let me see if I can remember. Room with the View.
Yeah.
And Fight Club.
Yeah.
And you may have to help me out. I was getting into the Up.
I know.
Oh, and
there
Harry
was
Potter.
Bellatrix and the Harry Potter. And yours were Wings of the Dove.
Yeah.
And Howard's End.
Yeah.
And
King's Speech. Which is the other one I had trouble remembering.
Yes, exactly. So Academy Award-winning film too, and you'd think that we'd be better at remembering it. So let's see who we're going to do next week. Grab the big jar.
Hey, wait a minute.
You know what?
I'm going to pick.
You pick all the time.
Do I?
No, actually, I pick
I didn't think so.
So there you go.
I didn't think. I picked. Wait, we got 2 stuck together. Here we go. Upside down now. Oh.
Let me see.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Don't stick it back in there. Okay.
I'm not going to put it back.
All right.
All right. Whoops, that almost tipped over. All right, folks. So I guess that's it. We're going to have another show for you in a couple of days or a few days. Or
this was Ticket Stubs and Popcorn.
It still is Ticket Stubs and Popcorn. I am still Frank.
And I'm still Peter.
He's still Peter. So remember to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye.